Hi and welcome back to Mumazing Gaming and welcome to Horse Life for the event where we get some more missions to earn some pretty cool goodies, a brand new Build a Snowman minigame and a bunch of more awesome stuff. Also today's my birthday, so happy birthday to me, and if you do enjoy this video please throw a like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell, and we're going to get into all the details of what you can earn in this current event. So, we are nearly at a brand new year. Just about there, guys. We've just had Christmas. We still have the winter world and they keep giving us little things, which is great. But there are some amazing changes this week and we're going to go through them all. So, first thing we're going to do is talk a little bit about this and how to complete it. Now, I had an idea last time. It was not too far off, but we can only do one snowman at a time. So, let's look at the log for it and see what it says. So the snowman creation minigame, celebrate the winter season with this fun and frosty activity. Push snowballs while riding your horse to designated areas to build a snowman. Well, actually you drag them more than you push them, so we'll talk about that. Turn in 3 snowballs, bottom, middle and top, to complete your creation. Earn 100 stars for each snowman you complete. Now originally you were going to do this and then you're going to decorate it at a table, but now the decoration part is not happening. It's just build a snowman. So we're going to run this event once and we'll give it a go. So what you do is you're on your horse. It's near the buy source, so you need to be a little bit careful, but there, make sure you got no other horses equipped and you've got one and you're kind of just dragging it around. It does have some game physics, so it will prevent you from going too far away from it. Also, it can get caught on other horses, so try and do this event when there's not that many people around, and try not to stray too far away from the zone, because once it's the right size, the edge of it will go green and it will automatically, if you're close enough, it'll automatically go into the bottom one right here. As you can see, it's quite difficult, but we're not quite the right size yet, so we're just going to try a little bit more. Run around. It might be the right size now. Let's see if we can go back in. Are we there? Nearly. It should. Oh, see, yeah, it doesn't want to let you move. It's very tricky. There we go, it's completed. Alright, so now we're on the middle one and we're just running around and trying to do this. Get the snowball in. The other thing I'm going to do is take you through all the quests to get the Aurora Alces. I'm going to show you what you need to do to complete that. So it is very much a how-to today because we like to get things done. There are limited stocks of the Alces as well, so I'll get this video out as soon as possible for you and you can claim your own Alces stock. Now there is something that I have a theory on. There it is, it's done that quickly. Also the cooldown on this is really short, so if you want to make more coins you can do it really quickly. I think it's like only 5 seconds and then you can build another one, so you can pretty much build them simultaneously back to back right here and just keep getting your coins for it. Now, so that is done. There is the extended event missions. We've expanded our event missions to include a Frozen Wing Potion mission, a Horn Growth Potion mission, and an Aurora Borealis Alces mission. So if we go to the event and we go to these 3 here, this is where we ended last time. We ended with the Alces breeding license. So this is the Frozen Wing Potion. You need to tame 5 Alces in the wild. So that means you're going to need the frozen lassos or the snow ones, or you're going to need 5 master lassos, which are not cheap, so keep that in mind. There are ways you can get them in the main world, like if you do the taming contest you'll get a couple, which is probably not worth it to just try and get master lassos for that. And they have nerfed how many master lassos you get in the taming points competition. So if you're prepared to put in the effort, you can get them that way. But how you get them now is more limited than it used to be. So it's a little bit more expensive and a little bit more trickier to get what you need to tame the Alces. You could try food tames as well. That's fine. That should be okay. They don't kick you. So food tames might be the way to go for this one right here. Complete 10 event mini games. There's loads of mini games around in the winter world. Make sure you're in the winter world to do this. and purchase one item from the event Gacha shop. They are as cheap as 250 stars. You can get yourself an event item from the Gacha. I'll show you where that is shortly. Also, the next one is the Horn Growth Potion. This was newly added last week, and this allows you to put horns on any horse or species of horse that can currently have wings. So a regular horse cannot, an equus cannot, the kelpie cannot, but I think pretty much and the pony cannot, but I think every other species can have a horn growth potion if they do not have horns, and it will give you a different horn type. But because this is not a trait with a trait tag like wings, it's not something you can delete and change. I'm not sure if a horse already has wings that you can just feed this and give it different horns. I haven't tried that, but it's not the same as removing wings with a delete mutation and then putting new wings on. So I'm not entirely sure, but let's look at the quest for this. This time you have to complete 10 mini event mini games. Pretty easy. Buy 5 Alces from the stables. So you're going to need about 13 to 1500 stars in order to complete that, to buy the cheapest one. And complete the Ice Maze mini game 3 times. There is a bit of a cooldown on that, but it doesn't take long, and then you'll get yourself this Horn Growth Potion as well. And then next is the limited stock, which you can see right now there's plenty of, and I just completed my last mini game to do this. So to get your Aurora one, you need to defeat one boss, tame 20 Alces, which means you're going to need a lot of lassos or a lot of food and patience. So you decide how you want to do that. Food might be the way to go, honestly. And then complete 20 event mini games to do that as well, and then you've got the boss. So we get our stock right now. We're going to take a look at it. It's a female, it's small, it's pretty. Look at all the colors. So you've got Oasis, which is a new color, and everything else is something we've seen before, but this combination is a beautiful palette. So for mine, I have crystal blue eyes, frostburn antlers, the long fur tail, the moose mane, underbelly icicles, cheek fluff, long thigh fur, long beard fur, avian cape, large piebald pattern, the skiffed pattern, crystalline cape, and ice sheets. So there's a lot going on with it. I also have barred wings on it. Harlequin tail, which just means that instead of having a mane and tail that are the same, it's going to take the tail color of the paint. And then if it had a different mane, that would take on the pattern. So this is my one right here. We're going to take a look at it, and there's one thing I want to do with it. I want to see if it's breedable, because this is going to determine a lot right now. So let's go to recent, go to this one, and what do you know? It's infertile. So if you're prepared to spend the time to do this with food tames, that's how I would recommend you doing this. Otherwise, I'm going to say something a little controversial right now and say this quest is not worth it, because you do not get back any snow lassos or ice lassos in any of the rewards unless you're buying them in the shop, and master lassos are not cheap and not easy to come by. So unless you have plenty of time to do food tames and you're prepared to spend a lot of time and no life, I would say that this reward is not worth it. It's beautiful, but as a collectible, yeah, okay, I can understand. But I think this is going to be the end of the line for the Christmas quest, to be honest. I think that was the last thing that we needed to do. So unless you've got something that's really beautiful that you want to keep as just as a collectible, I get that. But I have a feeling that some people are going to be selling these rather cheap, or even 5k or something like that. Don't sell them that cheap, because honestly the cost of the resources needed to gather to do this quest makes them more valuable. unless you're making these colors yourself. Look at them. Just look. It's a lot of work to make it yourself, but to make it fertile would have been way better. Anyway, let's talk about infertile horses right now, because we've got a new storage barn system, and that's back in the main world, and we're going to go check it out. And this is going to help deal with the fact that we've received so many infertile horses. Beautiful as they are, we've had nowhere to store them until recently, when we had a couple of stable quests which increase our stables. But let's go back to the main world. And you can unlock this barn by completing 100% of your horse base quests, and it will give you 10 storage slots. So one thing I would recommend is, once you've done this quest here, you can go here. It's a pretty simple storage system. It's just called board storage. You just stand on it, open it, and then you can put in your infertiles directly into it like that. Pretty easy. I think I have another one. They're only sorted alphabetically, so you have to know the name of the horses that you want to put in, otherwise there's no way to really sort them. You can't sort by, oh, let's have a look. Can we sort by fertility? No, but we can, there are ways we can sort it. We can sort it by recent actually. So that's okay. I'm going to put Spot over 2. Spot's another infertile. And I don't know if I have any more on me that are infertile. I think all of these are breedable. They all are. But I've made a little bit more room. And this was important because I'm now going to go to the market, and I'm going to empty my market stable of infertile horses. And the reason why I want to do that is so I can put some of the horses that I'm not planning on playing or breeding with into my market store, because I can use that as bonus storage. We also have a bunch of new accessories. There is a festive bell in the gacha. There's a festive truck, snow leopard plush, reindeer plush, and mistletoe mouthpiece, which I've also seen in the gacha. We'll go back and check that out. And the Alces have a bunch of new traits, including Frostvein pattern, Frigid leg pattern, Blizzard swirl pattern, Sharp antlers, Aurora Borealis pattern, Runic marks pattern, which I've got one that I can show you actually. Let me just unequip that and show you. Recently, this one has runic markings. You can see that on there. So that's one of the new traits. North Star paint, which I've seen in the wild. It looks very pretty. It sits on the back and looks like a giant star. Very nice. Ivory antlers, infectious frost mask, snowy front pattern, snowflake armor pattern, and caribou paint. So there's a whole bunch of new traits. Obviously there's a limit to how many traits will appear on them. It's not going to be overwhelming, and they're not going to look really messy because generally speaking they'll be fairly balanced. But now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to remove several of my infertiles and stick them in my storage of the stable, which is something I would recommend you doing. You can check that one's actually breedable. I think this one needs to go. I might also, I think the rest are breedable, but I put them in here because it's easier with the 1 million tag. People will not buy them at that price. They'll look at them and go, nope, no thank you, and that's a good place to store them like that. I'll take out my trophy horse because I don't plan to do anything with that, my plush, and now those ones will go in the board storage. And then in here I'll put in some more just to make more room for things that I don't plan to breed. Okay, I'll put that in board storage as well. So over here, what can I put in? Let's see. Nebula, and I'll just go like 1 million like that. And I've got room for 2 more. Ruby. So I'm just putting all my gargoyles that have a similar theme in here. And Any more? I don't know if I've got any more. Maybe I'll just stick this one in here. Done. Okay, so that's filled up. I don't use my market really that much. So that's good. That's 10 storage done. So it's a little cheat sheet right there. Also, I like to look at the stable here and just see if there's any of the interesting and new traits along there, because they're different to the ones in the main realm. So we're going to quickly pop over to the main realm right now. Ta-da! We're going to go to the board storage and we're going to drop off a few. And then I've made a bunch of room, which is going to be great for regular spirit tames because I want to get myself some new auras. So let's just run over here. Run, run, run. Just about. Okay, now I can just sort by... I don't know, I suppose value would be alright to sort by. There's Luna. Luna's going in. Luna's already got a lot of gear on it. What else? Zephyr. Thistle's going in. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 already in there. And then I have to decide on 4 more to go in that I probably won't really use for breeding very much. So I think I put my 2 gargoyles in here too. And do we have any others? Lyric. You can go in there. Yeah, it's mostly gargoyles going in storage right now. I did want to put you in because I don't think I was going to use you. Okay, they're all done. Alright, let's see how much storage space I made myself after doing that rearrange. Gosh, it's bright over here. Let's go to my stables right now. I have 12 available slots now. So I can do a bunch of breeding, or I could go get myself a bunch of woven lassos and do spirit tame and try and get higher percentages. And speaking of spirit tame, now that I've got all that room, I'm going to go and open my chest and see if I got anything good. Okay, let's take a look. There we go. We've got 4 bonus boss chests. Let's see. We get, an overgrown lasso, some socks, western lasso, woven lasso, and let's open this. Let's see, what do we got? Not a lot. Just a few things. The food I'm very grateful for because the food is super important. Alright, so all that's left to do now is to go back into the winter world and look at the gacha and see the different items in the gacha and maybe look at some more of the traits on the horses that we're getting. Also to remind you that after this video is posted, there'll be a limited time left probably for the stable where you can get the Christmas plush and Alces as well. But look at us, we're right here where we need to be. So here is the gacha machine. Now I already purchased for the event so that I could collect. Well, it's interesting that there's 1 per cycle. Anyway, so you can see there's a new festive bell. It's probably not very easy to see. A new mistletoe mouthpiece is right there. And yeah, we're going to have to wait a certain amount of time to see the new items, but you can see them. There's also a chance you can still get them from this right here, the Wish Fountain. And also don't forget the Blizzard event is on right now, where you can go and collect a bunch of snow piles. I'll show you what they look like. They're dotted along the path. You can go along and collect them. It's an event. It's a server-wide event minigame that happens randomly, and you can collect these as well. Look, there's 1 missed over here, or a couple missed back here. So we'll get those just to help out, and everyone else will get the rest. There, it's done. We get 28 stars for that too. Okay, apologies for my coughing. It's just a dry cough. It's nothing major. Yeah, so that is about it for the update. We didn't look at too much in the different Alces, but I did pick this one up in the wild and I really love it. This one is cool, very awesome looking. I love the fact that it has this balance of light and dark. It's super cool. So yeah, we've got new ways to store horses and also more stable space, which is amazing. Please take advantage of it while you can, because yeah, having that space means the games are going to be much more enjoyable and more fun to play, and yeah, just so much more. The mission redo accessories there is for the Perry mission. There's a chance you could get the Cloudy Halo. For the plush mission, there's a chance you could get the Heart plush pillow. For the pony mission, the Cherry plush. And the Gargoyle mission is also a Gothic pendant. Also, there's new Frozen Titan wings, and I don't know if I can put wings on this. Let's see. No mute slots. Can I add a slot? I don't have any at the moment. I was going to say, this one would be a pretty cool one to put wings on and see what the new wings look like. But I don't think we can. Do I have anything worth putting wings on right now? I've got Wyvern wings on my Nova, which is super cute. Alabaster is a draft. Let me check. So here's the thing. What you're looking for is the keratin, the sock, and I can't remember what the last one is. But like some of the wings have these two affected in it. So if you do get a wing on something, just be careful. Also, I finally got a horse with the solar horn, so I want to show you that what the solar horn looks like too. So this is the solar horn right here, little pointy jaggedy thing right there. There we go, solar horn. It took forever, it took a lot of resources, but I got it, and it's pretty easy to breed out too. Alright, I think that is everything. The new Frozen Titan wings are available with the Frozen Wing Potion, but there's a chance you won't get it. So I will have to show you that at another point, hopefully. Anyway, that's going to be about it. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my birthday. If you did enjoy this, please throw a like. Don't forget to subscribe and leave your comments below and maybe hit the bell. And we will see you in the new year. That'll be the next update. I really hope you have a fantastic start to your 2025. We'll catch you again next time for Mumazing Gaming. Goodbye.